So once you've got the base coat on the armor done, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add in the highlight. So I've just taken our base coat and added some red to it, some brighter red, and I just thinned it down just a tiny bit like we talked about. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna highlight. And I noticed in the photos you showed me that you kind of had a lack of highlight. You just kind of base coated everything and then gave it a wash. So it kind of had really low contrast. So that's what we're going to work on. So we're going to start it with the highlight. And as I said, we're just going to take our paint, we're going to thin it down, and we're going to come in. We're going to wipe off excess so you can see you don't want to have a lot on your brush, right? You just want a little bit. And we're just going to come in, we're just going to pull the paint just across where we want the highlight, okay? And because our paint's thin enough, it doesn't really make too much of a difference if we make a tiny mistake, so we can always come in afterwards. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm just applying it where I think highlights would fall. And if you always have like if you're like, oh man, where do I place my highlights? Well, you just kind of hold it under your light, and you can see already, one, there's a big glare spot here, there's another one right here, some on top of the head, right? And you can see at the back here you got one dot here, a white dot over here, some highlights here and here. Those are where you're going to want to place your highlights, right? So you just want to, bam, highlight there, and then one right over here. Let's get this highlight across here, right? So just kind of pretend the sun is kind of hitting your model, and then you just want to place your highlight wherever the sun would hit your model. Right, you're going to want to do this a couple times to build up the opacity of your highlight. And you're just going to want to do that and it's right. That's going to really help.